ready for the toughest question of the evening?
Oh no.
Yeah,
no,
here it
can we
is.
take a pause? I need something to drink. Man, I'm thirsty. I ate so much salty food.
Yeah, it's not easy. The buffet here is very good. You're in Norway. Are you ready?
Okay, yes.
All right. All right. So during your 40 years of arm wrestling, or 60 or 70,
Okay, yeah,
I have no idea.
yeah.
All your experience, all your matches that you have witnessed, that you have pulled. I want you to name 3 matches. That is your top matches that you have witnessed.
That I've seen.
That you have seen.
Oh man, that I've seen with my own eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes it harder. Okay. 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 All right. I'll do 3 matches.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Devon
Okay.
Larratt's top 3 matches that
Okay.
he have witnessed.
So, first thing I just want to say, I love all arm wrestling, but I'm going to get to pick 3. So, and they're the first ones that come to mind. So, I love it when the little guy beats the big guy. And I remember this year I was at PAL top 8, first round in Malaysia, sitting there, and it was Kurdecha versus Ongabayev. Right? It was there, right?
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Know that one.
Yeah.
Know that
And I mean, we know Kurdecha is this new guy with so much talent. Like, we know that this guy is eventually going to be like a really credible threat for the open weight world title. Probably.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be right there.
one. Yeah, great leverage, great hand.
He got everything. He's
Yeah.
got the brain for it. He's got everything. He's just, where is he? And then you get Ongarbayev, Kurdigali, this guy. Is he from Shardara? Is he from
Yeah,
Shardara?
actually,
Shadara.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, for arm wrestling, I think it's probably the best home of arm wrestling in the world right now. The guy is so crisp. Everything he does, he's so precise. He's such a good fighter.
It's so smooth. Every motion that it does is so smooth, and it looks so easy.
Yeah, and going into that match, I just thought, he's too big. I was like, he's too big. He's not going to be able to do it. He's too strong, and he just executed and won, and it was 4-2, and I like that. I like that when a guy really overcomes. It was just a really good example of it.
All right.
Okay.
So that was the first one. 2 more.
Okay, next one. Okay, I have to include women because we have to have women arm wrestling.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite women to watch is Chris Regain from Brazil.
Oh, love that girl.
Okay.
Love that one.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And so she's great. She's crazy.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it. She's so intense. Like,
Yeah, she's a teacher as well, isn't
yes, I think she teaches little kids.
Yeah, little
like
kids.
every one of those little kids is gonna grow up and, you know.
she? Yeah, they're going to watch her on YouTube where she's screaming and gapping and everything. It's
Yeah, like she just transforms. I
Yeah.
love to watch that.
so
She-
much.
At the UAL, it was the one where there was that big tournament, $150,000. Everybody was so excited. Michael was supposed to pull Travis for $50,000, and like 3 days before the event, it got canceled. But everybody already had their plane tickets. Everybody was there. UAL picked it up, and she pulled Michelle Smart. And it was just, you know, it was a great match, but I liked the fact that you got these 2 great women arm wrestlers showcasing the sport, and there was so much emotion in it. Great match. Okay, now the third match.
Third match.
Well, okay.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time. This is
it's-
your last chance to
Okay.
do a great answer.
Man, I don't have a great answer for this one. Because it's the last one, it's tough. So, okay, I guess I have to, for the third pick, just because it's John Brzenk, we have to include a John Brzenk match.
greatest of all time, Mr. John Brzenk. Yeah.
So now I just have to pick a great John Brzenk match.
Yeah. There's problem number 2.
I wasn't in Las Vegas when he pulled Farid, so I can't pick that one. But I did see him at the Mike Blue Classic, which has been one of the centers for arm wrestling.
Yeah.
I saw him pull Sylvain Perron. And Sylvain is one of our best guys. And back then, Sylvain had that flop. Sylvain, John just always has those high-level matches. Sylvain versus Marcio, Sylvain, John versus Marcio, John versus Sylvain. There was 3 of them in the category that day. Can I just say John Brzenk for the third and just say all his matches that I saw?
Yeah, but you haven't witnessed them all, yeah?
No, I know, and that's why yeah. Okay, let's go with John Brzenk, Sylvain Perron, Mike Blue Classic. I think it was 2006.
6. Yeah. Long time ago.
Yeah.
So great matches. All right, so that was the top 3 matches that Mr. Larratt has witnessed himself. Now, I'm very, very curious. What is your top 3 matches that you have pulled yourself? Top 3 over so many matches. This isn't an easy question either, but we have to press it.
Okay, so do you want to do like modern era or?
You can pick any.
Whatever you like. Over your whole career. We have from that little guy starting to arm wrestle a long time ago.
Okay.
What was he? 170?
Then I'm gonna give an answer that a lot of people won't know for my first answer. It was in high school. So I loved arm wrestling. I loved arm wrestling from the time I was a little guy, and I wasn't always the best in my grade. Like going through school, Sophiasburg, onto PECI, like we used to arm wrestle on tables, whatever. I wasn't the best really. I slowly kind of got better. There was a guy, Chris Cura. Okay, he's old.
I hope you're watching this.
Well, I'll have to tag him. But he's an old buddy of mine from Picton, where I grew up, and he was like a couple years older than I was. He was really strong, and he arm wrestled, and nobody could really beat him. And then one night at a party, he showed up. We were all partying, and it was on. It was like, okay, I'm gonna arm wrestle this guy, and he's like the toughest guy that I kind of know in my circle, and I beat him. And for me, I was probably 17. For me, it was like wow, like it meant so much for me that I beat this dude who really was the toughest guy I knew. I mean, obviously, there's, I've gone on from there, but
but he was the first. The first monster that you crushed.
Yeah, he was a real victory for me in my mind. Like, this is the strongest guy I know, and I just beat him, and it kind of changed the way I kind of thought about it a little bit. That was a substantial step for me.
All right. What made you do that match? Did everyone talk about it?
No, I'm crazy. Like,
you're crazy.
Listen, like.
So you took the initiative to face this guy.
Yes. Oh, listen. You put me. I am coming for you. I'm always. I'm in the hunt.
You're in the hunt
all the time, right? And that was big for me that I was able to do it.
All right. So 17-year-old Devon Larratt defeated his first monster.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and then I guess this is the next step again from there. And this is me like kind of stepping into the world of men, because I was still like a child then. Okay, so I meet a real arm wrestler. I'm working out west in the oil field, so I'm like 18, 19.
Right.
Okay, and I'm just getting killed by this guy. Okay, so I kind of fast forward a little bit.
Yeah.
There was a guy where I worked. His name was Dion Langell. He's the first guy who really taught me how to arm wrestle.
Really?
Like professionally, like knew what he was doing. Not your, bar room. Not your, kitchen table.
Did he compete himself?
Yeah, all over the world.
Over.
Yeah, he used to go to the Russian Bear tournaments.
The old good one.
Yeah, Exactly.
Yeah.
He was like a 165-pound guy, but he was like a Canadian Wolverine. Like he was like fire. Everywhere he went, he was like 4 times as fast as everybody else. Like his metabolism was like, you know, you have an oxyacetylene torch. You have the acetylene on. Well, he's the only guy with the oxygen turned on. Like super hardcore dude. Anyways, so I managed to arm wrestle this guy. And
just for fun? Or
no.
Serious?
I followed him around like a puppy. Like when I was working there at Nausco, I followed him around, challenging him like every day. I'd be like, "Let's go, man, let's go." I was like this kid. He was like 32, like in like the prime of his career. And there's this kid, you know, following him around, like nipping at his heels. And it was months before I got to arm wrestling. He'd just be like, no.
I must have been so sick and tired.
Yeah, he was. Finally, one night, like he took me aside and he just freaking leathered me. But he saw something in me and he trained me. So he took me and he taught me how to top roll, taught me how to train, and I was a very stubborn student. I was like, man, why are you telling me to go like this? Arm wrestling is about this, you know? Anyways.
Oh, so you question your teacher a lot.
I was a terrible student. I was terrible, but he kept me in line because he was so good. Anyways, so the next kind of most memorable night for me is I went out to the bar, like probably few months into training with him. And I hadn't arm wrestled any people, okay, since I started training with him.
All right.
Yeah. And I went to the bar and I started arm wrestling people in the bar. And that night I realized that if you don't arm wrestle, I will crush you. And it was such a great feeling. It's a feeling that a lot of arm wrestlers get, that point when they realize that if you're not training for this sport, you basically don't have a chance.
Yeah.
You know? I think everybody's had that night. So that was my night, and it was a big deal once I actually had proof that all this meticulous practice and these angles really did work.
So you had an easy night.
I had the easiest night, and these are all big oil field workers. I'm an 18-year-old kid. You know, I'm not small, but I'm not as big as I am today. And these guys were mostly all bigger than me, and I just top roll everybody.
So a whole bunch of Dave Chaffees.
A whole bunch of Dave Chaffees were out there calling me unsportsmanlike, and I got free drinks. And yeah,
all right. Did anyone get mad at you? Oh, you're cheating. You're not allowed to cup your wrist.
Not that night. Not that night.
That night.
No. But back then, I didn't cheat as much as I do now.
All right.
Yeah. So I guess that takes me to number 3.
Yeah. Now we're at the last one.
Okay.
All right.
Again, it's a tough one.
Do we skip ahead a lot,
yeah.
or is he still around that
Let's
area?
skip. I mean, everybody knows. Like, there's a lot of matches that I have been proud of. You know, when I won the World Championships with John, Pushkar, these are big matches for me. But I think everybody's aware of those ones. I think the match that I'm most proud of.
Oh, can I guess?
Yeah.
The match, the title match when he got the hammer.
I got the hammer?
Yeah.
Oh, when I was like, 2 hammers.
Yeah, when you got 2 hammers.
That was a big deal for me.
But that was not the one that you were thinking about.
You know,
because that would be my best guess.
You know what? The thing is that works too.
That works too.
It really does, because the reason why that match was so important to me was that was the year that I freaked out and I was like, 2 hammers. I took a year off work, a year's leave without pay. Yeah,
tough year.
Scary times. 2016, I didn't have a salary, so it was a big risk, and it put a lot of pressure on me. Winning that day, you know, meant that I was actually maybe free to actually chase my dreams, and not have a real job.
Got it.
Yeah,
the 2 hammers.
It was a big step.
Yeah. I feel like everyone out there hates me at the moment because I just
No. You know what? But the thing is, there's so many nice ones that I've had that's the greatest pick as any of the ones, really. I mean, I feel like I'm really lucky. I've had a lot of great matches in arm wrestling that have meant something to me. So, yeah, two hammers night. Yeah.
It's awesome. All right. So here we are again in Fefar.
Yeah.
Viking Arms tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I am excited.
Yeah. What do you hope to see? What is your vision?
Let me see. Well, I'd like to see somebody die at the table.
Somebody die. I can promise you, I'm going to make that happen. No. I'm not gonna kill him.
I want to see.
Maybe he'll kill me.
Good fights, great fights. I hope we have good attendance. I hope that everybody's happy with how they place. Like, I hope the losers concede and they're like, "Yep, the better person won." I hope the winners, get to feel great about their victories. I hope the after party kicks off and we just melt into a sea of pain, and then just have a good time. Yeah.
Let the good times roll.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tobias Cornelius, the Archangel. This is No Limit, Devon Larratt. And you're watching SATV. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to click the little bell somewhere down below. He knows the drill. And stay healthy, stay great, and stay positive. Have a good night.
Woohoo.